Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose and I make fragrance videos, and it is finally here, my fall fragrance video. I'm going to start with some fragrances that are a little bit more like transitional kind of scents. If you live in a climate where it's still kind of warmish, mild, and you just don't want something too heavy, I'll start with those fragrances and then we'll go deeper and deeper into our cozy and warm scents that are just going to keep us warm in the cool season. So if you're interested in what I've picked for this year, then just keep on watching. One fragrance that I have been wearing a lot since the beginning of this fall is Oriana by Parfum de Marly. She is gorgeous. I love this perfume, guys. It is just delightful. And for me, this is a great fragrance when you're in like early fall, mid-fall, spring as well, just like these kind of in-between kind of weather, because this is quite sweet, but it's also kind of juicy, fruity from the raspberries you get in here. You're getting marshmallow in here, you're getting creamy orange blossom. The more it dries down, the creamier it becomes. It is so beautiful. It's super feminine. The bottle really speaks for itself. It smells divine. The lasting power is good on me. It's not really comparable to something like Delina or Delina Exclusive, but the lasting power is pretty decent. Such a gorgeous fragrance. I am super obsessed with this one. Like, if you like gourmand fragrances, if you like super girly feminine fragrances that are like happy, lift you up, very much a compliment getter, very likable scent. You gotta love very sweet gourmand orange blossom scents though. But this is super beautiful if you ask me. This and Delina La Rosée are my favorite from the brand, and for the colder weather, this is certainly a must for me. Next fragrance I would wear in those days where it's kind of gray, moody, rainy kind of thing, because I think this is kind of like a melancholic but very pretty scent, and it's also very damp. I'm talking about Eau Rose by Diptyque, the Eau de Parfum version. So this one differs from the Eau de Toilette, whereas the Eau de Toilette is more like a rose, watery, a bit fruity, a bit green scent. This one is significantly more green because you get a quite strong note of chamomile in here. It's a little bit sweeter, it's just a little bit deeper and darker without being like in any way heavy or syrupy or anything. It's just that green chamomile, that amazing rose you have in here. It's still watery. It gives me a very wet feeling, as if I'm like in a wet garden, forest, or that kind of thing. So it's very pretty, it's very moody to me. It's very like melancholic and very beautiful, very elegant fragrance. I love this. Where I see the Eau de Toilette maybe more in the summer, I see this more like early fall. This is a really great transitional scent. It is also definitely significantly stronger than the Eau de Toilette. This is a limited edition, but it is, to my knowledge, still pretty widely available. At least I didn't have a problem with buying this one. And if you're looking for a deeper rose scent with some added chamomile and like a damp, wet, rainy feel to it, then check out Eau Rose Eau de Parfum from Diptyque. Next fragrance is another one from Diptyque, and it is Philosykos. I don't know why, but I always have trouble saying that name or even reading it right. I'm always like philosophy, what? I don't know, that for some reason this name confuses me, but the fragrance is very beautiful. Guys, I know this is like one of the most popular from the brand, and I just I never tried it just because I thought a fake scent is not for me, because I don't even like eating them, so why would I want to wear them, right? But in fact, I really adore this fragrance, and this is just the perfect fall fig fragrance if you ask me. And even if you're like me and you don't like eating figs, I think just give this one a try, because it is so beautiful. It's a very realistic, juicy fig scent. It's sweet, but in a natural way. It's green, it's juicy. But I think what makes this perfume so pleasant and so beautiful is the milkiness of it. Especially when it dries down, it becomes sweeter, it becomes milkier, it becomes creamier. It's so soothing, it stays quite natural, it doesn't go overly sweet. They just did everything right with this fragrance, let me tell you. There is a reason why it's so popular. I absolutely adore it. So now it's starting to get colder and colder, and you might want something that's a little bit warmer, sweeter, maybe with something with vanilla. Maybe you're missing the summer already And in that case, the one I'd recommend is Micallef Ylang Gold. I feel like I put this in every single of my list, whether it's summer, winter, or whatever. But you know what? I like to wear this in basically the whole year. It smells tropical flowers. It's a smooth, sweet, creamy vanilla. It obviously has ylang ylang in here. It has banana, at least to my nose. I know it's not listed, but it definitely smells kind of like a floral banana dessert, and in a very luxurious way though. And guys, I gotta be honest with you, I like to wear this all year round because it's very sweet and creamy and dense. I sometimes find this almost a little bit overwhelming in the summer, so I wouldn't even really wear this on very hot days. So I have overall probably worn this a little bit more in the fall and winter season. But either way, this is a beautiful fragrance if you want to be reminded of summer. It is my favorite tropical vanilla fragrance. If you haven't tried this already, please do. If you like that DNA, it is really, really amazing. Next up is another one of my favorites that I just wear all the time. It's Musc Noir Rose by Narciso Rodriguez. You can see that I've used quite a lot of this one. This is probably one of my most used fragrances actually. And this one is just perfect for fall. If you are looking for a fragrance that is super elegant, super sexy, super feminine, has rose in it, has musk in it, has vanilla, and especially has that juicy plum in it, which just makes this fragrance stand out the most, I think. This is my favorite Narciso fragrance, full stop. I absolutely adore it. It is just the most elegant, beautiful fragrance you can find. It's amazing for going out, it's amazing for fall, it's amazing for the whole year, but I would say especially fall season because it's a little bit darker, a little bit sexier, but it's not like super heavy either. It's very, very wearable, it's very, very beautiful. What can I say? I love, love, love this. So this will never leave my collection. Next up we have Lovefest Burning Cherry. I really, really like this fragrance. This is my favorite cherry fragrance. This one is just so, so nice. Yes, it does smell quite a bit like Lost Cherry, at least to me. But you know what? This one actually lasts better on me than Lost Cherry does. I love both of them, but I would still pick this one because it's just a lot more affordable and it lasts actually longer. You have a beautiful juicy cherry note in this one. You have something that reminds me a little bit of like amaretto. It's a little bit like nutty, a little bit almost like liquor-like, like a bit boozy. And it's also a little bit woody. You have guaiac wood in here, you have Palo Santo as well. And you also have a kind of creamy dessert-like note, like praline note. So it's sweet, but it's also very dark and deep and sexy. This is also amazing for going out if you ask me for a date. I've noticed with this one, it lasts really, really well on clothes as well, which I really appreciate. And yeah, this is just a beautiful, gorgeous, deep and sexy cherry fragrance. Check it out if you haven't already, it's gorgeous. I also quite like the bottle actually. This is probably my favorite Kayali bottle with this kind of deep cherry color. Next up, we have Xerjoff Lira. Oh my god, guys, this is still so, so good. Wow. It is just the most beautiful vanilla lemon pie with powdered sugar, lemon glaze. Oh my god. The most gorgeous vanilla note in here. This is just delicious. This is such an amazing gourmand. I love this kind of DNA with like a sweet vanilla, but you have some citrusy notes in it as well, a little bit powdery as well. So it's still not overwhelming. It's not overwhelmingly sweet. It is very sweet, but because you have that citrusy note in there, it gives it some airiness, it gives it some like fluffiness, which I think adds to this, making it more elegant and more wearable. And I mean, in colder weather, this is just delightful. This is a dream. I really adore this fragrance. Probably my favorite from Xerjoff still. And yeah, if you haven't tried this, just go ahead. This is beautiful. Next up, we have a cheapie. It's actually a body spray, and I'm talking about Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush 71. This is so, so delicious. if you like gourmands, if you like nutty fragrances, if you like vanilla, and who doesn't like these things, then check this one out. My God. Oh my goodness, this is delicious. Wow, it is so good. It smells to me kind of like one of those shops that sell caramelized nuts. It's very nutty, it's very creamy, it has a lot of vanilla, you get the macadamia. Could almost have almonds in here as well. Like I remember eating caramelized almonds like at the Christmas market or fairground or something like that, and it does kind of remind me of that as well. It is just so good, and it lasts a long time, and it projects a lot. And for the price, guys, this is a true gourmand though, I will have to say. Not everybody likes these super edible fragrances. This does smell totally edible. It is not the most elegant scent, but it is the most delicious scent for sure. So I kind of wish the packaging was a little bit prettier, but I mean, you get what you pay for, kind of. It lasts a long time and it projects a lot. So, you know, you're getting something for your money for sure. Don't miss out on this one. It is amazing. The next fragrance is my favorite from the Black Opium line. It is the newest release, which is called Black Opium Le Parfum, in this completely black shiny bottle, which I also really like. This one is pretty much a vanilla fragrance. It has 3 different vanillas and it is just so beautiful. It smells like a vanilla dessert. It's creamy, it's gourmand, it's beautiful. It does have some of that original Black Opium DNA, but it's kind of just in the background. You do get a little bit of coffee, you get a little bit of white florals, but mostly this is a vanilla fragrance. It's really vanilla forward and it's quite desserty. This actually reminds me of a dessert that I used to eat as a child, like a creamy vanilla dessert. And so this has for me such a cozy vibe. I know that the whole line is marketed more as like a party fragrance, but for me this has never really been the case. I always think that the fragrances are more cozy, comfy, something you want to wear when you're chilling in a cafe, maybe when you're at home working on your laptop. For me, that is a lot more the vibe of this fragrance. I don't find it sexy. I think it's a lot more cozy. I think even if you don't like the original, it's totally worth checking out. This is such a likable vanilla fragrance. I think generally with these mainly vanilla fragrances, you can't really go very wrong. Everybody loves vanilla and so do I. So check this one out. It's super gorgeous and I like the bottle the most out of the line. Next up, I have Lush American Cream. Another vanilla fragrance. Wow, this is just a vanilla video, isn't it? I guess this is my current vibe, but this is wow. This is a wow fragrance to me. Oh my God. It smells very distinct. I do find it unique. I think generally Lush has quite unique scents, and you can also tell it's a Lush fragrance. It smells very likable but unique at the same time. So you mainly get a beautiful and smooth vanilla in this one, but it also has some kind of like herbal note. It's almost a little bit green, and I don't know, I think there's sage in here, so it has that aromaticness to it as well. It is definitely quite herbal, but I think that's what makes it unique, what makes it stand out. But I will tell you, this is gorgeous. It is beautiful, and it is still, I think, quite a likable scent. So I think don't be afraid of this one. It's still a beautiful, smooth vanilla. This is so cozy to me. Oh my God. This is the fragrance you want to wear with a cup of tea, chilling at home, maybe relaxing with your partner, your friends. Just, you know, this is that kind of fragrance. Super cuddly and just so beautiful. It isn't the strongest fragrance, but I find that it lasts really well, and the dry down is just so amazing. It is just so smooth and creamy and warm and cozy. I really love this. They have other products with the scent as well that I used to have, and finally I got myself the fragrance as well, and I don't regret it. I think it's a really great vanilla fragrance. And then last but not least, we have another cherry fragrance and another gourmand fragrance, and I'm talking about Simone Andreoli Vicebomb. I believe this fragrance is pretty new. I think it was released this year, and it really blew me away instantly. This is such a gorgeous, deep, rich gourmand with a lot of cherry in it. It's very, very sweet, but it's also very creamy. It smells like a rich chocolatey cherry cake. The cherries being soaked in syrup and dark cherries, very dark cherries. This is a dark fragrance. It's super creamy, it's super heavy. You get that chocolate note. It's so, so rich. It feels like you're gonna gain a lot of kilograms when you're spraying this. It is very, very heavy, okay? It's also boozy. I think it's sexy. It's definitely like a night out kind of fragrance. It's not a daytime fragrance, at least not for me. It's quite bold, it's quite sexy, it's quite like diva-like if you ask me. And oh my god, this smells so delicious. It is beautiful. I think Simone and Andreoli do their gourmands very well. This is no exception. It is for cake lovers, for gourmand lovers. I myself, I'm a cake lover. If you didn't know this about me, I love eating cake. I eat it quite a lot. I know I shouldn't, but maybe with this fragrance, I can just spray this fragrance instead of eating the cake. Anyway, it is beautiful, but it's very dense, it's very rich. I see this more in like later fall, winter, when it's really actually quite cold. This fragrance is just gonna make you feel amazing and sexy and sweet and just delicious. So yeah guys, that was my video for today. Let me know what you thought of my picks and what are you gonna wear this fall. Let me know down in the comments below. Please like this video if you did like it and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.